go right into it.
Started?
Yeah.
Alright. Nothing gas.
Wow.
The musical.
It's false advertising.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh no, we're going to talk about music.
We're talking about music.
No way.
Today's topic that will surely get sidetracked. Movie soundtrack.
you want that's the title of the musical episode.
Yeah, probably will.
No numbers, just
no. See, sometimes I'll give it a. Sometimes I won't.
yeah.
Depends on how I'm feeling.
Well, it should just be Nothing Cast, The Revenge.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen at some point. Did you know that one of the Halloween movies is called Halloween H2O?
Yeah.
And it's because it takes place 20 years after the original Halloween. So H20. That's why it's called
Halloween 20.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do
not
with
the
chemical formula of water.
No, and it's not the 20th Halloween movie. It's like the 9th or 10th.
That was the 7th. I remember you were. I do this a lot where like you'll like watch a video or something, and I'll be playing a video game. So I remember I was playing Warcraft when you were doing this. So I remember exactly what I was doing in Warcraft when I heard that. Yeah. So like I tie, because you know when you watch a movie or something, you tie the audio to the video, and when certain things happen, I do that. Except the video is completely different than the audio sometimes. So it'll be like, oh, I tie this audio with playing Minecraft.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I usually like am listening to a podcast while doing something, so then I'll like think of that podcast whenever I do that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, H2, I think it's like the 7th.
Yeah.
Because there was two.
There was one after that. There was
two trilogies, and then there was one after that. It was just like Halloween, the Return of the Revenge, or something, or some shit like that. Yeah. Resurgence, or something like that.
I thought the second one was Return of Michael Myers.
The second one.
He dies.
The second one was just Halloween Part 2, I think.
But he died at the end of the first one.
He dies at the end of the first one, but then he gets away, and then he dies at the end of the second one, and they meant to kill him for sure. I know this whole thing because I watched Angry Video.
Yeah, you watched, yeah.
Then Halloween 3, Secret of the Witch. 1, there's no witch. But 2, has nothing to do with Michael Myers. It's about like a cult, and they make like Halloween masks that kill kids or something.
Okay.
And then everyone was like, what the heck, man? That didn't even have Michael Myers in it. So then 4 was Return of Michael Myers, and then 5 and 6 was like Curse of Michael Myers or Revenge of Michael Myers or some shit like that.
And do it like then it was. If you want to have Michael Myers keep coming back, just do it like the Legend of Zelda.
Well, that's
keeps getting reincarnated.
Well, no, see, they just make it so that he just like at the end of each movie, like they think they kill him, but then they turn around for a second and they turn back and they're like, where'd his body go? It's like that, like every movie. And then
it's the dumbest.
And then H20 was the one where they're like, okay, for sure we're killing him this time, and they brought back Jamie Lee Curtis from the first one, and she like decapitates him at the end, and then they did another one after that where he comes back.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about movie music now?
Yeah. Now that we've gotten completely sidetracked.
That didn't take long.
I'm also eating cheese and rice.
It's a classic.
No, not that that's important. I just thought I'd mention it.
Okay. So yeah, you were telling me that like people. This is not an uncommon opinion. That Marvel music is forgettable. Apparently.
Yeah. Which I respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
I prefer the weapon. You only have to fire once.
Yeah.
But
that's weird. Is the Jericho missile named after like the city of Jericho?
Yes, because
they didn't have to fire a weapon though to stop it though.
No, but the idea was in the city of Jericho. Yeah. They walked around it a bunch of times. Yeah. And then they like shouted at it, and all the walls fell down. Right? Yeah. So, I guess because it shoots all the different missiles out of the one missile. Yeah. And it knocks down all the walls. I guess.
It's like oh look, it can destroy Jericho.
I don't know. It's just a vague
it's a vague biblical reference.
Vague biblical reference.
Yeah.
There's a lot more of that in Luke Cage. Yeah. But it's like not so vague.
Oh, okay.
It's like
is it like Daredevil?
It's
Because
Daredevil handles it better.
It's awesome with its
in Luke Cage, it's more like really obvious religious symbolism and stuff like that.
Is it like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No, not like that. It's like really obvious religious. Like there's a weapon named after something in the Bible, and it's like really on the nose.
This is the cross.
no,
we're gonna nail you to it, Luke Cage.
Can I spoil this? It's not really a spoiler. Like if I just tell you what the weapon. Okay, so the weapon's called the Judas.
Oh wow.
Which is really
that's really on the nose.
Which is really on the nose.
Oh man.
And then there's like other stuff like that a little bit later on.
Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not called the crucifix. That's a little less subtle.
Yeah.
No, because in Daredevil they have like stuff where like Fisk, and he talks like about the Good Samaritan or whatever,
which is cool.
It was really cool.
There's a twist on it.
He's like, oh, it's like what do you mean? It's like, what are you then? It's like, are you the guy? It's like, I'm not the Good Samaritan or the guy who gets beat up. I'm the guy who beat him up because he was on a road he shouldn't be walking on.
I'm the asshole.
I'm the asshole who beat him up in the first place.
Beat him up for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. But yeah, back to movie music.
Topic we haven't gotten to yet.
So let's start. Do you want to just go through the whole MCU? Like, let's start with Iron Man.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So Iron Man 1 is probably one of my favorite MCU soundtracks.
Yeah, it's pretty solid and one of the best in the MCU. And
I wish they had continued it because it's only in Iron Man 1.
What about Iron Man 2?
They got someone else to do it, and
it's not like, Ramin Djawadi?
No, it's like vaguely similar, but it's not the same.
Okay, I thought it was.
No. Which is why.
Oh, but they still have AC/DC though.
Yes.
They still have lots of AC/DC.
That's why I think the Iron Man soundtrack is great because it uses a lot of.
Back in Black is the song that started the MCU.
Yeah, Back in Black, and then also it does have Iron Man by Black Sabbath in the end credits, of course.
Oh yeah.
But like you can't not. Yeah. And then even though that song has nothing to do with the character, but
it's why not? But like,
everyone knows that
Iron
song,
Man,
so you gotta use it.
Why wouldn't you have Iron Man, the song Iron Man, and the movie called Iron Man?
Do you remember in the trailers when they would use the song? Like they would show the part where he tank missiles the tank, and then he's walking away in slow motion, and then it goes bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that was like so badass. I'm like, this would be the greatest movie ever. It was. But then they didn't play that song at that scene, and I was like, oh. That's too bad.
He dodges like a tank shell, like.
Yeah, he just steps out of the way. He just sidesteps.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
Yeah,
but yeah, because that soundtrack is mostly like electric guitar and like drums and like stuff like that, and it sounds like it could be part of an AC/DC or like Black Sabbath song.
Yeah,
which is. Like the music that Iron Man listens to, like the character listens.
Oh yeah, he's got Black Sabbath. He has a Black Sabbath T-shirt in
Black Sabbath T-shirt in Avengers. Like it fits his character and it fits like his style, and so that's why that soundtrack is so great. Which is why I have a problem with the Iron Man 3 soundtrack, where it's just generic symphony music.
Oh, I hate that.
It's like that doesn't fit. Like it's fine. It's passable.
I know something isn't good when it has really generic like I swear to God, every like live action for kids movie has the same soundtrack.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Like there'll always be like that soundtrack where it's like, ooh, something zany is going wrong, and then there'll be like the fast and then like lots of like really quick chromatic scales and like like runs and things and like
the one
and like lots of dabbling and it's just and you know what I'm saying?
None of that.
And like
oh man, one soundtrack that I do think is good for a kid's live action movie.
I'm not your average, ordinary, everyday superhero. The pacifier.
No. Yes, but not. I wasn't gonna say that.
But no.
I was gonna say Home Alone, which is a John Williams score. So
okay, that was fun. Yeah,
but it's kind of cheating.
Yeah. There are not very many good live action kids movies.
No. I feel like it's a lost art. Like Like anyone,
they were really good. They were really good at that in the 80s.
Yeah, 80s and 90s they like made those. So I mean, there's a few good ones.
Yeah, but early 2000s just by the 2000s. We get like every kid Super Baby Geniuses too.
Yeah, you get like shit
Sadly,
like that.
we watched that movie and owned it.
Yeah, love that movie as a kid.
Yeah, it was like the best thing ever.
Terrible.
No, it was really bad. Wasn't the bad guy like a Nazi or something?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure in that one, the bad guy is a Nazi. No, it was like Berlin Wall era. Like that was the past.
Oh, like the 80s.
So he wasn't a Nazi, but like he was German.
He was German. So he was a German bad guy.
But then so the main two, the villain of that one, the villain of that one, and the main Super Baby.
Oh yeah, they were brothers.
They were brothers.
Yeah,
and their dad was like a Nazi like a German scientist.
Yeah,
and he was working on like a super serum. Yeah, and so then the baby, who was a baby at the time, got the serum, this super soldier serum, and it stopped him from aging, and he got like super strength or something. Yeah. So that's how he's a super baby, and he's like. So he's like,
and then the rest of them are just like
he's like 50. So he's like 50.
Yeah, it's just super weird when you think about it.
But he's like 4.
Yeah. You know, this is the kind of thing I want to edit the movie on top of eventually.
And then the rest of them are just like super.
There's a bouncing ball.
It's a bouncing ball.
One of them is like Cupid or something, and what does she do? She shoots arrows.
Shoots arrows.
But it's not like Arrow though, where it's like she murders.
No, it's just like she shoots them in the butt, and then they go, "Oh, my butt!"
When they're incapacitated somehow.
Yeah. And then I don't remember any.
There's the ball kid.
The ball kid, which is the.
Did we mention that before? There's one. And there's two more. There's one. There's two more. The main guy's name was Archie.
How do you remember the name?
Because he was cousins with the characters from the first one. So the sequel is actually a spin-off. It's really just like the sequel is basically it's no more a sequel to Baby Geniuses 1 than the Incredible Hulk is to Iron Man.
Yeah,
it's part of the same universe.
They just take place. It's like Knocked Up and This Is 40.
Oh yeah, did you know that the cover of Super Baby Geniuses 2, there's a kid on the cover that's not in the movie?
Is there?
Yeah, because they're all white on the cover and like.
Oh yeah, and like one of the kids is black. Yeah. One of the kids is vaguely something else.
Was that a girl? She's like vaguely.
There's a girl. There's a white kid. There's a black kid whose joke is he's the black kid.
That's why he's a ball because he's a baller. He's a baller. Oh man.
I'm trying to remember what the other powers were.
I don't know what Archie's was.
I think his power was that he's just like the cool leader or something like that. Yeah. He didn't actually have a power.
Yeah. like Batman.
Yeah. Like
and then there's the other one who was.
There was another one,
he had like wacky hair. Maybe he was super speed. Maybe he wasn't.
Yeah, maybe he had super.
Maybe he could jump really high. I have no idea.
He could crawl really fast.
No, but this is legit though.
Yeah, that's a movie that exists.
That movie probably had a horrible soundtrack.
Yeah, I can.
That's where this came from.
Confirm.
Do concur.
I concur. Do you have any Kleenex?
No, I'm sorry. I'm fresh out of Willems.
I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But you put your phone in.
It fell out of my pocket. I didn't mean.
He put his phone in my.
I did not. It fell out of my pocket when I was grabbing my guitar.
I did not.
I did not. Did you know that when they filmed that scene? Get this. So the actor who plays his friend Mark, like the best friend character or whatever, he released an audio book about making The Room.
There was a book about it.
Yeah. It was written by him, I think. And anyways, there's like an audio book where he's saying that when they filmed that scene, it took them 3 hours to do that take because Tommy wouldn't look up.
Okay.
Also, and so that also the final take is awful. Tommy Wiseau has every accent at the same time. Like he's.
That's true. I think they're making that book into a movie.
Really?
Yeah. About like the making of
that would be a good movie actually. That'd be like it'd be
fascinating.
It'd be really funny also. Like if you not like a documentary, but like Hitchcock or Ed Wood, like something like that. Something like that where you get
actors to play
all the
I think that's what they're doing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be really funny though.
Yeah.
I love the one theory. There's I'm pretty sure it was like, I don't know, it might have been Nostalgia Critic or someone who started this, but it might have been going around before this that The Room was just like Tommy Wiseau's sex tape, and someone found it, and then he's like, oh no, it's a movie. And then he like made like a really like shoddily put like a plot together and
I doubt that because that's too. I don't know. I don't think that's as funny as like someone who tried really hard to make a good movie.
He's trying to make and it's like
I like find that funny.
And like when he was talking about like he talks about like filming the flower shop scene and stuff. Yeah. And how you can tell just by how Tommy acts and stuff that like he thinks what he's making is really good. And, it's almost like sad in a way, but but just really I feel like that's a real tragedy. But like it's really funny though that's something like
tragic comedy.
No, it's not even a comedy though. It's like it's supposed to be like this weird like Shakespearean tragedy drama type thing where
does he die in the end or something?
Yeah, he has like a really weird like a really poorly just everything poorly acted poorly. Shot like meltdown scene where he just knocks over a bunch of stuff and then he shoots himself or something and then they're all sad or whatever and then the movie ends. It's just confusing and it's dumb and like
sounds great.
No, it's really bad. I only saw like the first 45 minutes of it though. I didn't get that far, but I got to the I did not.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh hi Mark.
Oh hi Mark.
And just to increase the enjoyment of the movie because it's a pretty dull film. So we threw in random people I was with. We threw in random laugh tracks as well as between every scene. I played the Seinfeld slap bass.
That's great.
It was the only thing that kept us going.
You're like, I gotta wait for the scene to end so I can play.
Yeah, I know. I was like on edge the whole movie just so I could play it at the right times.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So, The Incredible Hulk. I like the soundtrack.
I don't remember it. I haven't seen it in a long time. Also.
Yeah, that one. I like it. Okay, so I like the Incredible Hulk soundtrack for the first act mostly, because then after that it gets progressively worse.
Yes, we mentioned previously,
but. It's kind of good. It's kind of fun. It's like it's sort of intense a little bit and like suspenseful. Oh and yeah. It's good for like the opening credits of The Incredible Hulk are like really solid.
Oh yeah, because they do his entire origin and
they do and they show like flashbacks and stuff like that. And there's like hints at like S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff like that, which is cool. And then they also throw back to the TV show, and they use that theme. In like one scene.
Oh, okay.
It's like the sad piano music.
Oh yeah, where he's like when he's like on the highway or something. Or was that just in Community?
Yeah, that was in Community.
Yeah.
That's a different scene in The Incredible Hulk. There's a sad on the highway scene, but they don't play that music.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the scene where Betty shows up again. Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. She's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But okay, that's that movie. Dude, what would want to go on?
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2, which we kind of mentioned already.
Yeah.
Just it's fine, but it's not a great movie. Yeah. And it's just sort of a generic soundtrack.
Thor's pretty good actually.
Yeah, you want to talk about Thor?
I really like it. You don't for some reason.
It's growing on me.
Good. Cause I have the one song where I'm like, oh, check this song. It's from the Thor soundtrack. You're like, what? That's dumb. I don't like that. No, it's not. You're wrong. You're dumb.
I think it's kind of generic.
Yeah.
But I like it.
There are parts of it I like though.
I like it the more I listen to it.
Yeah.
So
and like, it conveys enough emotion for the scenes that like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know.
It kind of has like that like grand feel to it.
It has.
It's like, wow, look, this is a huge freaking city. That's
actually,
cool.
I don't know how it goes, but I always try to sing it, and then I realize I can't.
It's like, wow, look at that Asgard. That's upside down, baby.
I wish we were in Asgard more of this movie and less on Earth.
No,
less Cat Denny's.
That's why. Well, okay, you know what I realized about the Thor movies is that like the first one is like probably the only one I like of the two, and that's not. It's because like I don't know, like all that like mythology stuff or whatever that they dive into. That's like the boring parts of the Thor movies. Like I'm just not invested in it though. Like I don't feel the stakes.
In the Asgard stuff?
Yeah.
That's like the best part of the movie.
Of what? The first Thor?
Yeah. Like the whole opening.
Oh, okay, yeah, but that's good because of the Thor character though.
Yeah, and then it slows down when he gets to Earth. It's like
because the first Thor is great because of all of the things it does for his character, and then the second one is just all of that with none of the emotion.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just things happen.
Yeah, that was a lot of things happen. Like you think like they try to do a lot of stuff in that one,
and they do a lot. There's also a lot of jokes,
but which is
weird,
poor decision. But that one like Thor's mom dies and he's got to work with Loki, which is I think that's a great setup.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah.
That's the perfect way to do the sequel to that. Where okay, now they're enemies, but he has to work with him still. Yeah. And that's how you progress that relationship and make it interesting. Yeah. That's the only thing that was a good idea in that. Yeah. Like that's the best thing in Thor 2. Yeah. But like and then Loki dies, but then he doesn't die. Like there's a lot of.
Why does Thor fall for that though? Like
right? There's a lot of nothing in that one, which is too bad. Because, and like Thor doesn't really grow at all in that one.
No,
he's the same throughout it. In the first one, he's in arc, but then his arc is done there, and then that's it. Like he doesn't learn any more than that.
Yeah. So we should get to Captain America.
All right,
where that one's actually good because the first one. The soundtrack is great.
I love the first Captain America soundtrack because it's
America. Fuck yeah!
It's so classic. Fuck yeah, America.
Yeah.
Which is, and it feels like it's that like 40s nostalgia. Like let's go beat some Nazis.
Yeah.
How little Tim?
I don't want to kill anyone.
Little Timmy's gonna help get the garbage.
Even little Timmy's doing his part by collecting scrap metal.
Yeah, little Timmy. You
get the garbage. It's not garbage. Why?
You know what I meant.
No, but that's great though because it's like it just makes him feel like super useless, and it's just like look at that little kid. He's helping out. I'm the age to be in the military, but I can't even because
that's why. And he even says that he's like, what am I supposed to do? Help get scrap metal?
Yeah.
bring it along in my little red wagon.
Wait, does he say that?
I don't know, maybe.
Does he say something like that? I feel like he says something like that to Bucky. Like, him and Bucky probably have a conversation like that.
Because Bucky's all like, you can't join the military, you have asthma.
You have asthma. You should give up.
What?
And it's like one of those, like, it's like everyone told him that he couldn't, but then he did. It's like, you can't join the military, you have asthma. And then he's like, screw you, I will. And then he does. And that's the plot of Captain America, the First Avenger.
Yeah. And it's so like it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
And it's it's not
I'd say the Captain America we talked about it last time. Captain America is good until he becomes Captain America, and then it's just fine, and then it
ends. Yeah. Which is kind of true. But like the theme like makes you like I root for this guy. I want this to happen, and they carry which I love.
They carry
that theme over into Winter Soldier and into Avengers and Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing that I think is they don't use it at all in Civil War.
Yeah, that's probably that's why.
In a lot of ways, is like the most Captain American movie of of all three. But like
how so? What do you mean by that? I think Winter Soldier is the most Captain American.
I think it's the most. There's the most emotional like payoff in 3, and and it's just like him trying to help his friend out. Like Like that's it. It's like the most like the most centered like thing. It's just about a guy who is trying to help his friend. Like that's the entire movie.
Yeah.
Where like the first one it's like, oh, I gotta help my country, and the second one's like, oh, I gotta help my moral values and stuff.
Yeah, that was really cool though.
No, I agree. I just like that one's the most like grounded. Like the third one's like the most like
centered and
like the most grounded, and the most like human almost. Yeah, because it's just a guy who wants to help his one friend. Right. But yeah, I don't know.
The soundtrack isn't as good though as like Winter Soldier. It's still pretty good. It's still pretty good though.
It's still good
because it's Henry Jackman.
Henry Jackman's
like the airport fight is fantastic.
Yeah, that
soundtrack. That's it, and that seems great. And the soundtrack definitely helps it.
Mm-hmm. But
like I love the part when Ant-Man's like booking it, but he's small.
Yeah. This guy's gonna turn himself in half.
It's like he's gonna turn himself. Yeah.
I do this all the time. Don't worry. Well, once in a lab,
and I passed out. Well, hold on, just once. Just in a lab, and I passed out. It's funny that I'm surprised of like all the like nitpicky continuity things that people like to say about movies. That's not something they've done where it's like, oh, how come he's only done it once? How does it work perfectly this time? It's like, who cares? Like nobody cared because of how great it was.
It's so fun.
Yeah. No, but I think Winter Soldier probably has the best soundtrack of any Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Other than score, the best score, because like Guardians has the best soundtrack.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier has the best score, I'd say.
I disagree.
What do you think is the best score?
Avengers 1.
Avengers 1. Okay.
It's the same thing. It's like a classic John Williams score. Like I just love it when they do the circle, and they're all back to back to back to back to back.
I know, but
it's
like
great. I love
my problem now with
the
like
part of the beginning when it's the shield is blowing up and then it goes do-do-dum, do-do-do-do-do-dum, do-do-do-do-do-dum. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that part's pretty. Yeah, but like Winter Soldier though, I get right into that though.
That one is
it's super
it's intense. It's really fast paced.
And like the beginning has that like from the
first one, which is
on your left,
yes, which is beautiful.
Yeah,
and like I don't know. Okay. When would you put the original Cap theme song in Civil War? Like, what would a scene where that would go really well? Oh, I know.
I can do this all day.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it was just like
just all day, like just a little bit there. Then I would have just lost my mind. I would have exploded.
No, okay, you know what I just did there in my brain? You know what I just did in my brain right now? So I played that theme over top of it, but the theme kept going, but the scene kept going, so like it eventually got to the point where he's smacking Iron Man's helmet off with his shield. And it just doesn't fit anymore. And like I think that's where you need Henry Jackman's soundtrack, is for stuff like that. Where like a lot of it in Civil War is like basically like it's like trying to convey this is basically a tragedy. Like it's not.
Yeah,
it's very tragic, and like I really like that.
I totally soundtrack. Agree, and that's why
about like broken friendship. It's like he just jammed his shield into his chest piece. Like this isn't something they're just gonna walk away from and be friends. Like it's not.
But you know, if you need me, Tony,
it's like I'll be there. I'll be there. And then
I'll be there waiting.
You know what'd be really funny?
I don't know.
You know what'd be really funny in the next one? If Iron Man he calls the cell phone. He's like, he's like, yo, Cap, I need your half of the Avengers for this thing or whatever. And then they show up and then they just arrest them all.
Gotcha.
He just says gotcha. Like.
Suck it.
That's all that happens. Imagine that. That'd be such an easy thing for him to do, though.
That's like the start of Infinity War.
Yeah. It's just a prank, bro. Damn it, Tony.
Sucks to be you. Damn it, Tony.
Yeah. So that's a pretty damn big lead if you're like looking for a criminal. If like let's say like someone robs your house and then they give you a cell phone. That's like if you ever need me, I'm here. And like Like what?
But he probably like would change his phone address, like his phone, like he probably throws out that phone and gets a new phone like every.
Yeah, no, but like it's like, oh, I need you to show up in this place or whatever. Like it's not a.
Yeah.
Unless he's like, really? I'll check the news first. Like he's gonna be a little smarter than.
I think that's
to hand him a burner phone. Like
I guess he's like assuming that he's taking it on like good faith that like Tony won't just like arrest him.
Yeah.
But like.
He probably let's think about it. He might though. Like that's a pretty big risk if you think about it. Like yeah. What if he just stands him up?
Maybe he'll just arrest Bucky. Like that's the one he's after, right?
Yeah, but like all of them broke the law technically, though.
I guess he can't get Bucky now because Bucky's in
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Yeah.
Wakanda did Wakanda. Wakanda.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. You're quoting and misquoting.
I'm misquoting. I'm misquoting and misquoting.
Yeah. No, so wait, why is what? So you think? What do you think has the better score than Winter Soldier?
I said Avengers.
Avengers. Oh yeah, right. That one. No, I'm still all for. I still like Winter Soldier better though.
Yeah. Like that's fair.
And like, there's also some in the car chase scene with Nick Fury. There's some like Mad Max type parts.
Oh yeah.
In the soundtrack, it's like bah 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 bah.
I also really love the Winter Soldier like scream like whenever he shows up. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And also in Civil War the Black Panther. Yeah.
We're back, I guess.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
we took
like a 6-hour break.
Yeah.
It was like 3 hours probably.
Several hours.
Yeah.
We had lunch.
Yeah. We went to a store. Yeah.
We're back. What were we talking about?
Speaking of Back in Black, we were talking about movie soundtracks. Marvel movie soundtracks.
The best of movie soundtracks, some would say.
It was actually because they were the worst of movie soundtracks.
Yeah, that's why we started.
That's why we started talking.
So what haven't we talked about yet?
I don't know. We haven't talked about the Guardians.
That's true. Really. The Guardians is of course known for the soundtrack.
Not the score itself.
The Awesome Mix, Volume 1. Not really known for the score itself.
No, the score is really good though.
But I really like the score.
Yeah.
Like
Black Tears. That was
Black
really good.
Tears is great. It's the song from the end part when everything's all purple.
Yeah.
I love that part.
Yeah. It's a very purple movie.
It gives me the feels. No, it's in every color movie.
Yeah.
That's what is great about it. It uses
really cool.
It's colorful. Like it uses more than just like saturated blues and like.
Winter Soldier is great though. It's kind of Winter Soldier is kind of blue and gray the movie, but like
that fits Winter Soldier, but like for Guardians, it's great that it's like nice and bright and colorful.
Yeah. You know, that's visual. We're talking audio today.
Well, whatever, man.
Yeah. So what else is there? So there's Age of Ultron. We haven't talked about the music for Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Age of Ultron is a mixed bag for me.
It's pretty generic
because it's kind of generic. There's some parts of it that I kind of like, but most of those parts are just when they use the other songs from the other movies.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, generic Avengers theme, and then it's like da 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 da, a little bit in there.
Yeah, and then it'll go back to the whatever it is.
You know what was awesome though, as far as soundtracks in Age of Ultron goes, the trailer song.
Yes, I love that song.
Awesome.
That's a great trailer. Yeah. It's one of those trailers that's better than
the movie.
Than the movie. Like most should be, but like. It's a really great trailer.
Oh my gosh! That trailer, I thought it was going to be the best movie ever when I saw it.
I watched that more often than I watched the movie.
I should probably,
Where it
when the Hulkbuster foot hits the ground. Yeah. That's such a great like.
It's so good. Like
it's not like it's not like the Inception wow either. Like it's actually just a really dramatic song.
Yeah, and the whole like.
I have strings, but now I'm free.
Like that, all of that is beautiful.
no Disney references in this movie. No, there aren't many. It's like, oh man.
But yeah, that's a good trailer.
Yeah.
Like the Civil War trailer is also.
Oh, that one's a great
trailer.
I think it's just as good as the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that it's equally good to the movie. Is there an assassin in this book called The Blind Assassin?
It's there is a book in the book called The Blind Assassin. One of her sister is like, you're like in the beginning of, it's like, oh, my sister Laura drove a car off a bridge or whatever, and then it's revealed it's like common knowledge or whatever that she like wrote this book called The Blind Assassin.
Okay. That's kind of lame. The Civil War trailer song is also great.
Yeah, that's why I bought it.
Sharks don't
sleep.
That's true. They don't. They can't blink, so they can't sleep either. You have to talk.
Oh, I do? Oh, yeah, right.
It's just me talking.
Oh, okay.
Then I lose track.
Sorry, I'll throw the ukulele away. So, Ant-Man soundtrack's pretty good, and so we've covered the whole MCU. Okay. Oh wait, no, Civil War. Wait, Civil War. We kind of did for a bit, but I want to.
Okay, I want to go into Civil War.
I wanted to say that because it's got some of those Winter Soldier type vibes to it because it's Henry Jackman, but I wouldn't say it's as good as the Winter Soldier score though.
No, I agree.
Yeah. I think you could make some, if you put some the Winter Soldier score stuff over top of scenes from Civil War, it'd
probably be cool.
Probably be the best thing ever.
The best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, but the Civil War soundtrack has a lot more of trying to capture the divide and the strategy.
Yeah, that one fit I think they all the Captain America soundtracks fit the tone of each movie.
Yeah.
So that one does fit the tone of Civil War, I think, a lot better.
Yeah, I just want to get that back in there.
The faster pace kind of stuff.
The awesome or even the that's a little bit slower,
but still very fast compared to most melodies.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I lost. Oh, knife fights are cool.
Knife fights, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Wait, does Petrov have a knife, or is he just
who?
The pirate guy, the French pirate.
No, he just fist fights him. He's like, "Oh, you're more than."
Okay, where's this knife fights are cool thing coming from?
From the knife fight with Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay, yeah, that part's awesome.
But
he's got a shield also, and then he doesn't have the shields, right?
I think he loses it at some point.
Yeah, he gets it. It's jammed into a car at one point, and then I love it when he stabs the car next to him, and then they just move along the car, and he's cutting the entire thing as they go up. That's a really intense fight.
He drops the knife from his one hand and grabs it
with his hand. That's my favorite part of the whole fight. Actually, that one shot where he just grabs the knife with his own hand.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. I don't know. I just think this is going to be about Winter Soldier is kind of amazing. It's kind of it's an amazing movie. It's not just that's a really cool superhero movie. It's no, it's a good movie.
It's more than it's more than a shield.
Oh, Captain America, I thought you were more than a shield, and then you should. It'd be funny if he didn't speak French. What if he didn't understand French? What would have happened?
French.
What would have happened in that scene? He would just
A on my forehead states for France.
You think he would have said I feel like another a funny version of it is he puts the shield on his back and then he takes off the helmet and he's just bonjour because he doesn't know any French.
He just goes, oh, and then he shoots him.
He goes, croissant.
Croissant.
Does he pull out a gun? Or?
He just kneecaps him.
Like the sword guy in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, Raiders, is I saw it again, China, about a year ago maybe.
Okay, yeah.
That's how recently, but as I'm watching it, I'm everything about it. I'm just like, this is just so classic. Like,
right?
Everything in it is just so, like, it's pretty great. Like,
yeah, right. It's great. It's a solid one.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
That and the other one.
Temple of Doom?
No, the other one.
The Last Crusade. The third of the 5 Indiana Jones films.
There's 5?
Oh yeah, Indiana Jones 5, 2019. It's confirmed.
What's his name? Aldrin Emmerich. What's that guy's name? The guy
Shia LaBeouf?
The guy who's playing young Han Solo.
Oh!
Is he gonna take over for Indiana Jones?
No, I don't.
Oh no! Are they getting Harrison Ford back?
They're getting Harrison Ford back.
All right.
That guy's gonna be great. If you've seen, if you ever see Hail Caesar?
No, I haven't seen that yet. But
I don't know. I don't know what it was. It's like a lot of 50s homaging and different plots going on. Okay. Basically, it's about Josh Brolin. And there's a lot of different problems he has to solve, but they're not connected. They're not connected very well. Okay. So, and also there's this weird subplot of like this guy who got George Clooney gets like kidnapped.
Okay.
And that's one of the problems he has to solve is that George Clooney got kidnapped by some communists. And,
all right.
Yeah, and they have to find him.
I'm sure it's good. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's good, I guess. Like there's some really funny scenes. And like, but that guy who's like, he's like a Western actor.
Okay, yeah.
And he's great in the movie, and he's gonna kill it as young Han Solo. So
cool.
Wait, is he gonna cameo in Rogue One, or is he just?
I don't think so.
That'd be pretty cool if it.
But possibly.
Yeah. Wait, wait, did we?
There might have been a rumor about that.
Did you say your plot for a Han Solo?
Yeah, I believe I did that.
Probably did that a couple Nothing Casts ago.
In a Nothing Cast.
Yeah. Yeah, go check out that episode. Link to below.
Link below, maybe. If I can remember which one it is.
Find out next time.
Next time on Game Grumps.
It's so funny. The funny thing about that is that they don't know what's going to be next time because it's live. It's like,
yeah, they just say that and then the episode ends.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
Good show, Game Grumps. Yeah, Game Grumps is pretty good. Go watch Game Grumps. Look at Nothing Cast, the show where we just recommend things to you for an hour.
Oh, you know about that movie you've probably seen before. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, yeah. Because I'm not the only Winter Soldier.
That's like every Nothing Cast is just Winter Soldier.
Wait, if they wanted to have
Star Wars is my favorite.
You know what? Okay. If Captain America: Civil War was going for like a whole bunch of misdirects and stuff, the movie should have just been called Captain America: The Winter Soldiers.
No, but then they wouldn't.
Just think about it.
They wouldn't have sold tickets. You know what's dumb?
What?
Some people complain that Civil War isn't like the comic Civil War.
Shut up. They don't have X-Men. They don't have the Fantastic Four. They don't have Punisher, but like they just got him though, and like
barely.
It doesn't make any. Shut up.
Right?
Just shut up. It's a great movie.
If you thought it was gonna be anything like the comic, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like the comic took place after like 50 years of continuity and establishment. Yeah. The characters in
I'm so disappointed that in that
Marvel,
Civil War movie, Robot Thor didn't kill Goliath.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Oh man, they didn't
they didn't have that Robot Thor part. It's just what? Who cares?
Fantastic Four wasn't even.
Who cares?
Oh man, I was really hoping to see that Goliath screen debut. Like what? Oh, and Spider-Man was supposed to be the main character. It's like Spider-Man's not the main character of Civil War.
No, he's supposed to represent like a turning point, basically.
He just represents a turning point in the story arc.
And Black Widow does that for the movie.
Exactly, which is fine. And
so does Black Panther.
Right, exactly.
So there's all kinds of change in people.
Yeah, and like Spider-Man isn't like important in the Civil War story. The Civil War story was important to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
That thing. You know what I think is great? The scene when right after the airport fight or whatever, and Rhodey's like getting his MRI, and then And then Iron Man's like talking to Black Widow. He's like, oh, so that double agent thing, I guess that just kind of stays in the DNA, right? And then she's like, you know what, Tony? You're an asshole.
You know what, Tony? Fuck you.
You're a dick. That's the whole scene. Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah, I am kind of a dick.
Yeah.
But I won't apologize. I kind of like that he's like, yeah, me and Pepper are taking a break because she didn't want to be in this movie.
Because I'm an asshole. That's what Civil War is. Civil War is just like Tony being an asshole.
Yeah. No, but but yeah, it's true. That's most the movies. But I mean, like,
scenes.
He does like. I think it does present his side with like.
Yeah, he's got a lot of argument. Yeah, no, he's got a lot of great points and stuff. But like, I just think it's really funny. But like by the end, though, he's totally like he's just a dick. Like he's not. Bless you.
Yeah, but you know what's weird?
What?
Okay, you know the lady who's like, oh no, my son, he got killed in Sokovia. You killed him, Tony. Nice going.
She's not like that. She's like, you killed my son. Goodbye.
Okay, so that actress,
yeah,
she's in Luke Cage. She plays the.
Does she play the same person?
No, she plays a completely different character.
She doesn't play the secretary of.
She plays the like.
Wait, what is she?
She's like, the one lady that's like.
She's like, relax. I'm with the Department of Defense or whatever.
She's like a.
That's who she is in Civil War though.
Yeah, but in Luke Cage, she's fuck. Well, she's like a political person. You saw the first episode.
It's the same character though?
No, it's a completely different character.
Why?
Because they fucked up and casted her twice for some reason.
Because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has too many actors. That's probably why.
I guess so. Yeah. But she's
like how there's that cop in the Avengers who's also freaking Agent Crutch.
Yeah, but I have a theory about that.
You have an Agent Crutch theory?
Yeah.
What's your Agent Crutch theory?
He's a doll.
Okay.
Right? And so at some point the Dollhouse program took Agent Crutch and they like preserved him in ice or something.
So he's a Winter Soldier. So
he's also a Winter Soldier. But then they might want mind-wiped him and gave him a new personality.
He had some babies with Peggy or something.
Yeah. Well, we never saw what happened to that, right?
No. But then she said that
Agent Carter's gone.
No, she said that whoever Peggy said that when Captain America like liberated a whole bunch of people during World War II.
He saved
that guy?
The guy who would become her husband. She doesn't specify who it is.
We can assume it's Agent Crutch. We can
assume it's Agent Crutch because they get together in the in the latest, like the last episode of Agent Carter. But now that show's canceled.
Okay, for some reason it's not for some reason. It actually makes a lot of sense. There's a huge connection between this and this other thing. Okay. So I was thinking about Titanic, and I saw this one fan theory or whatever that's like, oh, what if because you get that connection, right? It's like old people and then young people talking about. Talking about So, anyways, in Titanic, there's this theory that it's like, oh, Jack Dawson was never on the Titanic, and he was just like he was an imaginary thing or whatever. Well, who drew the fucking picture?
Right.
That's how the movie starts. It's like, look, we found a picture of a naked woman, and then she's like, and then she's like, that's me. Like, oh, did she just draw it herself? Like. She took a fucking selfie? Like,
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense for him not to be there.
Mm-hmm. He affected too many of the other characters.
Yeah, and like the fact that
that was the whole reason.
At the beginning, he's with his friends. Like he has friends and right.
He
doesn't. No, it's not. This is not.
It doesn't make sense.
He's not Tyler Durden. He's like.
Yeah,
he's too tangible.
It's one of those where you go back and watch it. That doesn't work.
He's way too tangible.
Yeah,
it's the one guy handcuffs him to a pole,
right? Yeah,
or whatever, and then she has to go chop the handcuffs off.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite scenes.
Did she just imagine that happening?
Yeah, did that guy just handcuff her? No, she wasn't in the room when he did that though.
So is her imagine? Did
she imagine it happen?
Did she imagine it happen? And then go try to rescue him, and then be really terrible at swinging the axe.
Yeah. She imagines herself being bad at swinging an axe, and then being good.
and then somehow being good.
Yeah, no, that was just really lucky. That was the idea.
Yeah, it is. But it's like a great like.
Yeah.
It's like. It's just I think it's a great moment because it's like she hits the thing and then it's like, okay, try to hit the same spot. She's like way off.
It's like, okay, I think that's good enough because the cabin's like filling with water.
And they're like, all right, well, I guess we gotta try it, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise he's gonna die. So.
Yeah, and then he spends the rest of the movie with those handcuffs on his wrists.
And like, and he interacted with all the other characters and like so. How much of it is in her head? It doesn't make sense for me.
I think it's really funny. It only makes sense if the whole thing is in her head.
Yeah.
And like that, and she's not actually the person in the drawing.
She's just a crazy lady.
Yeah, she's just a crazy lady.
And she wasn't even on the Titanic.
She wasn't even on the Titanic. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just stole some like blue gem from like a dollar store and like.
Yeah, this not even like the jewel.
Yeah, because that's the one thing. It's like, oh, did she make the whole thing up? And then she pulls out the jewel.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh wow! And then she drops it in the. Oh, why did you do that? Like,
oh, that's
there goes all your proof. Maybe she imagined that part.
Yeah, she probably imagined that as well.
I wasn't gonna leave my best girl.
It was good.
Imagine that. Imagine Leonardo DiCaprio coming to the future.
Not when she was.
Imagine Leonardo DiCaprio as Captain America.
Oh,
he gets frozen. He gets frozen. She doesn't know this, but he had super soldier serum in him.
So he's somehow alive. They unfollow him.
Yeah. And then he becomes the
winter soldier. My best girl, and then she jumps into the jumps off the boat,
and then she comes back in the future.
Yeah, then she comes back as the with an arm missing.
Titanic 2: The Winter Soldier.
That's what they should have done. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
Stop wasting time, Hollywood.
I still love that episode of Rick and Morty when Jerry and Beth, they go to like a Titanic simulation thing, and like it's like supposed to sink, but it doesn't. Everything goes wrong.
Yeah, it goes wrong and it doesn't sink. And the one lady is trying to have sex with
Jerry. Yeah. And she gets completely run over by the car at the end.
Oh yeah. I love Rick and Morty.
Oh, Rick and Morty's great.
Best show on TV.
Rick and Morty, The Winter Soldier. Go watch that right now.
It's a good.
It's good.
Good show.
Good show. Where are we at right now?
We're at 53 minutes.
53 minutes. Okay. I got time. I still got time. I'm gonna move to my bed now. Ugh.
Hello there.
I'm not like spooning you or anything. My elbow is touching your feet.
Yeah, come on. That's all I get.
Okay, fine. You want to play it that way?
No,
huh?
I didn't.
Okay. So dumb. You're so dumb.
You're dumb.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Your face is dumb.
You're dumb.
Those are some sick burns.
I'm watching Friends a lot.
Yeah. How's Friends?
It's really funny, but like
on a scale of 1 to How I Met Your Mother, how good is it?
Probably like an 8.
Okay.
Like it's really funny, like How I Met Your Mother. Like
yeah. Okay.
Like
wait,
how are consistently like I find myself consistently laughing and like I lose it at least once an episode.
That's good.
Yeah.
How are the laugh tracks? Because that's probably one of my favorite things.
Oh, is that they're quiet in How I Met Your Mother?
They're quiet and you barely notice them. And you forget.
For Friends, it's a little bit worse because it's a sitcom that, and there'll be some time. Yeah, no, there's also some things like because in How I Met Your Mother, like you're probably on board with like every character and every.
Yeah.
There's like certain times where it's like with like it's only ever been with Rachel where I'm just like. What? No, I'm actually cringing right now. Like I'm not on board with any of your character motives, and like you're such a hypocrite, like kind of thing. Where it's like she's like she's like wants Ross to help her get this one guy or whatever, and he's like okay, sure, and then when he like starts dating someone else or whatever, she's like all mad, and it's like, well, like you're trying to get another guy too, like you're both moving on, like I don't understand why you're so like upset with this, like, and then they just have, and then the Ross Rachel thing is just really dumb and like they just drag it on for way too long. And
which one's Jennifer Aniston?
Rachel.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I wasn't
sure. It's Jennifer. Yeah, so it's it just gets really dumb, and but the like that part of it gets really dumb, but the show is still really funny though. So I'm okay with it, I guess. But like it's pretty dumb though, and it's just like so like, you don't watch it for like the overarching story type thing. You just watch it because it's really funny. And of course they do have changes and stuff. Like at one point, it's like in season 4, I think. Joey and Chandler get like a duck and a chicken and like a chick in their apartment, like a small chick, like a baby chicken, and